What's going on, everybody? We're back at Epic Universe, and today we're back with a brand new video as we're going to go into Epic today and we're going to ride every ride in the park, and we're going to rank them from best to worst, or worst to best probably. And we're going to show you guys the queues. We're going to ride the rides, and we're going to come off and we're going to rank them all the way from the worst ride, which there really isn't any, all the way up to the best. Now, we can't show you on ride for the most of them because Universal just doesn't allow you to do that. But we'll try to show you the queues as best we can. And we're going to have a lot of fun doing it. And we're glad you guys are along with us. So come on, let's go. Epic Universe, here we come. All right, gang, so here we are. We're ready. We're going to get started with our ride countdown or rankings. And what better place to start than right here at Super Mario World, Nintendo Land, whatever you want to call it. We're going to head inside. I think there's 3 rides in here. We're going to ride them, and we'll get our rankings started. Let's go. I love the sound of that. That's amazing. Just as you're coming in, it sounds like you're going right through. First ride of the day. Let's go ride Mario Kart. Now that's a cool way to get it started inside Bowser's Castle. Oh, it says keep out, but we're going in. Look at this. What an amazing queue. Yet another room. Look at this. Look at the detail in this room. Oh my gosh. It's amazing. Everything about it is just incredible. Look at this guy. This is where I guess they make all the bombs. All right, let's get our, I don't know, helmet, I guess is what this is. Let's get our helmet. I got my hat. I know it looks silly, but you gotta wear it. More steps at Universal. But this area is really neat. Look at this. All right, gang, so we just got off of Mario Kart. What a great way to start. That was gonna be hard to beat. That was a lot of fun. Really interactive. Of course, you have to wear your goggles and you have to shoot things as you go through. And that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. That's gonna be hard to beat. But that's our first ride of the day, and we'll see as we do more where they rank. But Mario Kart, off to a great start. That's a good one. Up next is Yoshi's Adventure. It's kind of like a people mover here at Epic Universe, but we're gonna ride it. It looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun. Let's head on in. Okay, gang, we just got done Yoshi's Adventure. It's really cute. It's a cute little queue. It's not that long. You start downstairs, you take the steps upstairs, you get on Yoshi, you gotta press some buttons for the eggs corresponding to the eggs that you find. And it's really fun, it's really cute. It's like a miniature version of what would be a people mover at Disney World in Magic Kingdom. But it's a lot of fun. But it's gonna rank below Mario Kart right now. Look, I know we only have done 2 rides. It's a lot of fun, but Mario Kart is still better. All right, let's head on over to Donkey Kong Land and see if we can ride Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong Country, let's head on in. I didn't realize you like country music. So this is our last ride in the Nintendo World in Donkey Kong Country. We're gonna ride Minecart Madness. Get on there, it's a roller coaster type. Looks amazing. I'm sure it's going to be fantastic. Let's get inside. We'll ride the ride. This is an interesting queue. Now I'm in the single rider line, so that's kind of why I'm passing all this other stuff. But this is an interesting queue. Probably my least favorite of the queues so far. It's just kind of bland and blah. They do have this little animatronic right here, which I think is kind of cute. But that's probably about the nuts and bolts of it right there. Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, so we just cut off of Kart Madness. That was pretty awesome, too. I gotta be honest with you. The optical illusions of it looking like you're about to jump the track is really, really done well. What I will say is it's a little herky-jerky. It's a little bit up and down. There's a couple drops in there. It's not as smooth as I probably would have wanted it to be, but it's still a blast. It was a lot of fun. In my rankings, I'm gonna put it ahead of Yoshi's Adventure. There they go. Definitely ahead of Yoshi's Adventures. But I gotta say, I think I enjoyed the Mario Kart Racers a little bit more. So right now, we've only done 3 rides. Racers, Kart Madness, and then Yoshi's. All right, so we're done here in Nintendo World. We're gonna head on over to our next world. So before we move on to the next land, I gotta ride the Carousel. I've been wanting to do this. I think it looks amazing. I wanna ride the Carousel. We'll see where this thing ranks on the list. It says 10-minute wait. It doesn't even look like it's 10 minutes. We're gonna ride it right now. Hello. So here's the queue. It's just your standard, just switchback queue. So nothing really what I would call outstanding, but you know, we'll be standing out here. As you can see, you can get one that's like a cart, like a peacock, or you can get a horse one, or you can get a bear. Ones where you can sit down together, or you can get ones where actually you can seat 2 to 3 on some of these, which is really kind of neat. I think we're gonna get on one of the animals that's like a bear or a lion or a ram when it's our turn. But look how beautiful this is in here. I can't wait to see it at night. So awesome. Wow, this is really cool. Check it out, guys. Look at this. Wow, this is amazing. So peaceful. At night, this has got to be even better. Look at this. Wow, that was really, really cool. I like that a lot. That's one of my favorites so far. I gotta tell you, that's definitely higher on the list than Yoshi's Adventure. It's really close with the other two. I know it's a simple carousel, but it's different. It goes up and down, sideways, turns, twists. It just is really, really neat. I love it. I love that. It's definitely ahead of Yoshi's. I'm gonna put it just behind Kart, because Kart's a little bit more thrilling. But man, that is really a cool carousel. Different than what you would normally see for a carousel. Up next, gang, we're heading on into Darkmore, Dark Universe, Monsters Unchained, and Curse of the Werewolf. Let's get inside and ride those rides. I'm excited. Let's go. There's Igor. I was gonna ask you if you needed a hand, but it looks like you already have one.
Yeah, where were you like 3 seconds ago, bro?
I'm sorry. Up next, Curse of the Werewolf. It's a 15-minute wait. We're gonna run right in and we're gonna ride this ride. Let's go. All right, here we go. Inside Curse of the Werewolf. This is the queue. Pretty basic queue from what we're seeing so far. Just a lot of twists and turns, but we haven't gotten up in there yet. So we'll see what that's like in just a bit. All right, there we go, heading in. kind of like the gypsies, I guess. Pretty cool though. Just a it looks like just like a basic queue though. You're under the tent, but for the most part, it's just like there's a little something right there with the tarot cards. But yeah, it just looks like it's your normal queue to get on the ride. All right, so we are in line. We got our number 7. That's a pretty cool effect up here. Look at that. Look, it's the full moon. Curse of the werewolf. We're next, gang. All right, so we just got off of Curse of the Werewolf. That was definitely really intense. Lots of fun, lots of turns and spinning. But you know what? It's got a little bit of weightlessness in there at times. I think depending upon where you sit, it could be a little bit more intense in different areas. So far, it jumps to the top of the list. It definitely goes to the top of the list. I liked it the best so far at all the ones we've done. That was pretty awesome for sure. Gotta ride it. A little bit of spinning, but pretty much it's awesome. Go check that one out when you get here. That one jumps to the top of the list for me. All right, gang, so up next is the one ride out of all of them that I am dreading the most. I am not a real fan of high intense coasters like the one that just went by, but we're gonna do it for you guys. We're gonna ride Stardust Racers right now. Pray for me, wish me luck. All right, we're heading in. I'm getting nervous. I really don't want to ride this, but I'm gonna ride it for you guys. I'm really getting nervous at this point. Wish me luck.
Welcome to Stardust Racers, travelers.
15-minute wait. I don't know if I can do this, but we're gonna try. Hello. Woo! I'm nervous, gang. Woo! Okay, gang, I just got off of Stardust Racers. Holy cow! Was that a coaster or was that a coaster? Oh my gosh. The twists and turns and you go crisscross the other coaster and it's extremely fast. Holy macaroni. I'd like to do it again. Maybe I can, I don't know. But I did it for you guys. It easily jumps to the top of the list. It's number 1 easily. Wow, that's gonna be hard to beat. So intense. I don't know if Melissa can do that one. Maybe we'll try to get her on there, but it wasn't as bad as I expected. There's a little bit of a weightlessness, a little bit of G-force in there, but it's really cool when you crisscross the other coaster. Wow, just amazing. I'm so glad I did it. Face your fears, right? That's what they always say, face your fears. That was awesome. Top of the list, Stardust Racers. Holy cow. We're on to our next land, folks, and we're now over at the Isle of Berk, How to Train Your Dragon. I think there's 3 rides in here. We're gonna try to get them all ridden and then rank them with the rest of the rides we've done today. It's been awesome. We've been able to get a lot of rides in, hoping to get them all in so we can rank every single one of them. So a few we got to go back to. We still haven't done Monsters Unchained. We still haven't done Ministry of Magic. We got to do those, but I do have a virtual queue for Ministry a little bit later, so we'll be sure to do that. Just hope Monsters Unchained comes up. Anyway, let's head into Isle of Berk and hit these rides. Okay, so the first ride we're going to do here at Isle of Berk is the Dragon Racers Rallies. You see them behind me. I'm nervous about this one too. That's really high for me, but I'm gonna do it for you guys. Let's head inside. All right, here we go. It says 35 minutes. I don't know if it's gonna be 35 minutes. Doesn't look like there's much of a line at all in here. Not much of a queue as well. Pretty standard when it comes to queue lines. During the rainy season, you're not really underneath. That's something to remember. And this may not even run during the weather. So we'll see what we have here. We get inside. I do like this mural over here. They do have a mural. I do like the mural. That's kind of cool. Okay, guys, I just got off a Dragon Racers Rally. Definitely my least favorite. A little too high and scary for me. You know how I am with heights. Kind of just like whips you around. You can go like in circles if you control it the wrong way. I don't know. It wasn't my favorite. It's just kind of like around and around. You might like it. It's definitely going to go to the bottom of the list for me. I even like Yoshi's Adventure better than that. It's not that it's terrible. It's just not up my alley. But hey, not all of them can be great, right? All right, gang, so Hiccups Wing Gliders just reopened right now. We're gonna head inside and ride it. Hoping this is gonna be as awesome as I think it's gonna be. But let's get inside now. It just reopened, so we're gonna be one of the first ones on it today. It's been down all day. Let's go. All right, Hiccups Wing Gliders, we are in line in the queue. It just opened up. It was down for a while. Gonna go in and ride this right now. Again, looks like just your standard queue. You're gonna be outside for most of it. In the elements during the summer, it's gonna be hot, and in the rain, it's gonna be wet. But it's just a standard queue. It looks pretty cool. Let's head in. This is one of those rides where you do have to use the locker to put your stuff away. It is a coaster, so we're gonna put our stuff away and we'll go inside. One. Oh my gosh, we just got off the Hiccups Wing Gliders roller coaster. That was absolutely incredible, amazing. So much fun. Definitely a coaster that's less intense as the Stardust Racers, but it's fantastic. It jumps to the top of my list. That ride was so much fun. I loved it. It's for everybody. Not too intense, but not too not intense, I guess is the way to say it. I loved it. You're narrated the whole time by Hiccup. They have some animatronics on the ride as well. It's just amazing. I think you guys are really gonna like that. It jumps to the top of my list. Yes, it goes ahead of Stardust Racers for me. So we got a new leader, and it's the Hiccups Wing Gliders, I think it's called. I love this ride. I think it's fantastic. Next ride in Isle of Burke is Fire Drill. This is a water ride. We're gonna get real wet on this ride. But let's head inside and see what this one is like. It looks like it's gonna be a blast. I hope it is. I think it's kind of like a shooting game where you gotta hit targets of fire, but you can also get wet. So let's head on in. All right, we're heading on down. Again, a little bit of a outside queue. It looks like you're gonna get some inside parts of it as we get a little closer, but that's kind of neat. Look at that. I know I use the word neat way too much, but that's kind of my go-to word. Look at that. Join Team Rough or Team Tough wants you. Let's see what our boat's gonna look like. Oh, there they are. There's the boats over there. These are the targets you're looking to hit. Oh, not much of a wait at all. Not much of a wait at all. All right, we're heading on. We're in. All right, gang, we're in. Here we go. Oh my gosh. So I'm getting off the ride as we speak, and look, I am drenched from head to toe. This ride is so much fun, this Fire Drill. It's a blast, but man, you can get soaked. I had a waterfall that came right down on me. It was amazing. I gotta say, this ride's gonna be higher than the Carousel. It's higher than Yoshis Adventure, but I'd probably say right around there. It's still a really fun ride though, for sure. You gotta try this one. A lot of fun, Fire Drill. Finally, Monsters Unchained has finally come back up. It's open now. It's about a 40-minute wait. We're gonna head on in. We're gonna finally ride this ride, and we'll come back with our review of it when we're done. I'm really excited. I've been waiting all day for this. It's the end of the day. So I'm like, I hope this ride comes up. And you know what? It finally has. 40-minute wait. We're gonna wait it out. We're gonna go ride Monsters Unchained right now. Spooky, we're heading in. Right in the front door. Monsters Unchained. Let's go. Oh my gosh, look at this queue. Look how amazing that is. That is so neat. Then they got the family tree up there. That is so cool. Awesome. This is incredibly awesome. What a detailed queue. It's the monster. This is like his office and everything. Incredible details. Wow, that might be the highlight right there. Look at that. Look at this main foyer here. Tell me this isn't awesome. Look at that. Crazy detail.
Show them. What's that? Lower the lights. Now, these people are friends. See? There's nothing to be afraid of.
Woo! We did it. We're out. Monsters Unchained. We had to wait a little bit. It went down a couple times. What a great ride. I'm telling you, it's probably got to jump to the top of the list for me. That was incredible. The animatronics were awesome. The whole story was cool. The ride system, the queue, everything about it was just amazing. It's got to go number one for me right now. I don't know what Ministry is going to be like when we ride it, but I think if this isn't number one, it's number two. But this is awesome. It's just different from the Hiccup wing gliders. And yeah, that's a coaster. This is like a dark ride, so it's not the same. But amazing ride. I'm gonna put it at number one for now, and it was amazing. All right, gang, we're heading in. We got our virtual queue. We've been called. We're now heading in to ride Ministry of Magic. Let's go. I'm excited. Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, end of the night. We finally rode Ministry of Magic. That ride's pretty awesome as well. The queue is probably the best queue in the entire park. That was pretty awesome. Even Monsters Unchained, you know, the Darkmore Manor has a great, you know, Darkmore Frankenstein's castle has a really awesome queue, but this queue was just amazing. It goes on forever. So many different rooms. And it just was amazing. And what a great ride. It's fantastic. I still got to say, though, I think I like Monsters Unchained a little bit more. I think Stardust Racers and Hiccups I like a little bit more. I didn't dislike this. I liked it a lot. But it's just a testament to how great the rides are here. So I'm probably going to put this in 4th place overall. But that's it, gang. We've done every single ride in the park. So I got to go with the Hiccups roller coaster is first. I'm probably going to go with Monsters Unchained second. Gonna go with Stardust Racers third, Ministry of Magic fourth, Mario Kart's in there, probably fifth. Just so many different rides. I'll put the list over here so you guys can see it of each ride and how they listed for me. But yeah, what a day. Wow, we got a lot done. It was an awesome pass holder preview. Every ride ranked. There's your list over there. That's my list. I want to hear what your list is. Guys, thanks for joining me. I hope if you're new here, you subscribe to the channel because we're going to have more just like this coming in the future weeks as we get back to Epic Universe. And this was a lot of fun. Appreciate y'all hanging with me this long. And what a great day. Appreciate y'all being here. And be sure to like and subscribe to the channel and come back for more content. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye, gang.